Welcome back to the Amateur Blind Cook channel, where I hope to go viral so that my mom can stop collecting aluminum cans. Now, I don't want her to ever stop recycling. I don't want any of you guys to ever stop recycling. I just want to be successful enough that I can give her money and she doesn't stress about it at the end of the month. Today I made fake pulled pork burgers. I don't know how I made it. Okay, these are king trumpet mushrooms brought to me by South Texas Mushrooms. And the cool thing about these mushrooms is that they're very fibrous, so they can imitate pulled pork. The cap, right, mushroom hood, doesn't shred the same, so I just kind of chunked that out, and that'll just provide different mouthfeel in your pulled apart burger. We can pretend those are burnt ends. As the mushroom grows, the bottom part hardens and turns into wood, and if it's just too hard, you can just literally like put it off or twist it off like I just did. This is a pound of mushrooms. They'll make at least 4 pulled pork fake pulled pork sandwiches. And as I've done this recipe, I've learned that it's best to, again, not leave them so thin, because in other news, I haven't found the love of my life yet. What about you guys? How are you guys doing? I don't recommend you guys do this, but one of the ways I check to see if it's hot is I actually touch it. I want to get to the point that if I touch it for 1 second, I immediately remove my hand. That's how I know it'll be ready for me to throw in the mushrooms. It's at the point there, I can barely touch it for 1 second, and the pan is hot enough. I like using avocado spray, and yeah, that's a lot, but you want a lot because you want this to caramelize. One of the mistakes that I've made when making this before is that I overcrowd the pan, which prevents the mushrooms from browning. Yeah, they'll cook and they'll release water, and it's the fact that they're releasing water which stops them from getting like a color to them. Judging from the space in between them, this is fine. There it is, there it is. That water is starting to escape from the mushrooms, and yeah, you're starting to smell it in the air. It smells delish. We're gonna go ahead and season this pretty simply. Just salt and pepper. Now, me as a blind person, I have a lot of trouble stirring things in a pan and not causing the pan to move, which messes up the contact surface to the hot coils. So now I get a dish rag, fold it so there's no heat, there's that barrier to the heat, and which makes this, what I'm doing, a lot easier. But honestly, this process themselves and cooking the mushrooms before we add in the barbecue sauce is fairly quickly. It's gonna be like 4 minutes. The best part of mushrooms, one way to tell them is you can just grab one out of the pan and just taste it. Once you taste umami and they're not bitter, that means they're done. These are cooked through, they taste the salt, pepper with the avocado. Dude, these taste good on their own. But the last step, you're gonna get the pan super hot. Give it like about a minute, let the pan heat up. Mushrooms won't burn, they'll just keep withering and withering, which is why we wanted thicker pieces, not super shredded. And the reason I want the pan hot is because as soon as I dump in that barbecue sauce, I want there to be that instant caramelization. Use whatever barbecue sauce you want. My favorite is mustard-based barbecue sauce. This is the reason we didn't add in a bunch of mushrooms. That way there's enough contact of barbecue sauce in the pan that it starts to caramelize and form this lacquered layer on the mushroom. Texturally, it's very similar to pulled pork. Obviously, you can tell the difference is not pulled pork. But when you mix in that salt, pepper, barbecue sauce, and let that barbecue sauce kind of caramelize a bit, it gives it that faux smoked sensation, right? Like a bark, a lacquered. And honestly, man, you put that on a buttery brioche bread, it's fucking tasty, yo. You guys should really make this easy recipe. Ciao.